Hello students, welcome to your computer classroom. So in the previous class we have completed the exercise of chapter 5. So I hope you have done them in the copies as well. So all the question answers, filling the blanks, as well as application based questions and this scenario based questions we have discussed. Now today we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter 6, which is about formatting the worksheet. So in this chapter we will see what is formatting. Formatting exactly means that if you want to do some changes, clear? So if you want to change the color, the size of the font, clear, the orientation, clear. So all these settings is called as formatting. Worksheet already we know, the in Excel the sheet where the data is saved in the form of rows and column, that is called as worksheet. So in this chapter what all we are going to see, we will see what is formatting, then how to change the font of the data, font, the different styles in which the data is written, that is the font, clear. Then if you want to change the size of the data, clear, if you want to increase the size, if you want to make it look bigger, so that is called as changing the size. Then bold, italic and underline, so this we already know. Bold means something which is written, uh, which is appearing thicker, clear. Italic and underline, it is little bit tilted, and if we want the data to be underlined, so this we will see step by step, we will see all of these features. Then if you want to change the alignment of data, then if you want to center the data across the column, changing the color of the cell, clear. Then changing the color of the data, so there the color can be changed for the cell as well in which the data is written, and if you want to change the color of the data, the text or the number which you have written, so that can also be changed, clear. Next is adding border. So if you want to add border around the values which is written there, that is adding border. Then if you want to change the number format, if you want to add decimal points, so this can also be changed, that how many zeros or how many digits can be written after the decimal point, so this way we can increase or decrease the decimals. Then there are few themes which is already defined in this Excel software, so we can apply those themes in the workbook. Then there, if you want conditional formatting, this can be done. Then formatting with style. So all this about the formatting in Excel, about the formatting the worksheet, we are going to see in this chapter. So let us first see what exactly formatting means and what all it is. So formatting is very important feature in Excel as we are discussing. Then formatting displays the worksheet in an attractive and more legible outlook. Clear? So what is the purpose of this formatting? The purpose of this formatting is to make our worksheet more attractive, clear, so that it is appearing in a beautiful manner, and whatever the data which is written there, it will look more better, clear. So to enhance the outlook of the data or to make it appear attractive is the reason of using the formatting. Then you can make your worksheet more presentable by applying one or several of the Excel formatting features. So in a worksheet, in different worksheets of a workbook, we can apply various formattings together. Clear? We can also change the color, we can also change the style. Clear? So in a same worksheet, the various formatting things can be done uh, together. This chapter shows you how to improve the appearance of your worksheet data after changing the font and size of the data. Clear? So in this chapter we are going to see all these things, that how we are going to improve the appearance, how to change the font, then size of the data, how to add color, shading, and giving your worksheet a more professional and polished look. Clear? So using the formatting as we are talking, it we are improving the appearance. It is going to look more attractive, and it will also add a professional look to the data which we have entered in the Excel worksheet. Clear? Now let us see few uh, of these formatting things. So first we will begin with changing font of the data. Clear? So font is the whatever the data which you are writing, there is some font style of that. So if you want to change that font, how we will go change this font? So first is, you can change the font of the data to enhance the appearance of the worksheet. Now these are the steps how we are going to change the font. So step number 1 is select the cells containing data you want to change to a different font. Clear? So whatever the cells for which you want to change the font, we can first we need to select those data. Then second step, click on the home tab on the ribbon. So when we click on the home tab, here we have the arrow button uh, in front of this font. Clear? So this by clicking this arrow button, the different font styles are appearing there. So whatever the font we want to choose, we can click on that, and that font will be applied immediately in our data which we have written in the Excel sheet. Let us see this practically. So if I open this, let us close few of these. So if I open a Excel sheet here, so suppose I want to change the font of the names which are written here. So first what we have to do, we have to select the names. So I am selecting this. Then where is the font? Here you can see that right now it is the home tab. It is selected, and by default the font size it is Calibri. So if whatever the font, when we click on this, you can see the different font styles are there. So whatever the font size we want to choose, we can choose from here. So it will change the appearance there as well on the Excel sheet. So suppose I am choosing any of the other font style. Let me choose this. Clear? So here you can see right now the font which was appearing earlier, this has been changed. Clear? So these are the different fonts. When you click on this drop down, here all the fonts which are available, you can see there are various fonts. Clear? So we can scroll and choose any of the font from here, whatever the font we need to choose. First what we have to do, we have to select the data. For example, if you want to change the font of the headers, what is the heading of this table? So first select, how to select that, click and drag the mouse cursor. So this way we can select all the cells where we want to change. So I have selected this. Now again go to this font this area, and whatever the font we want to choose, click on that. So suppose I am choosing this, click on that, and this will change the appearance here on this Excel sheet. Clear? So this way you can see the font has been changed. Clear? So I have changed two things. First I have changed the names of the different persons which are written here, and again I have changed. So you can see for the names I have chosen different font, for the heading we have chosen different font. In a similar way, whatever the data, if you want to change the font for a single cell, that also is possible. Clear? What we have to do, only just select that cell and choose the font which you want to apply. So this way the font can be changed. Let us come again to the book. So this was how to change the font of the data. Next is changing the size of the data. Clear? So how we are going to change, if you want to increase the size, if you want to decrease the size, so this can be done. So again the steps are given. What are the steps? For doing all of these formatting, first we need to select the data. Whatever the data for which we want to change the size, first we need to select that data. So select the cells containing the data you want to change to a different font size. Clear? Then click on the home tab on the ribbon. So here again the same tab, in the home tab we have the font size. Here you can see in the front of this font, we have the numbers written. So when we click on this arrow button, the different numbers of the font, which is the size, which appears when you click on this arrow button. So choose whatever the size which is required. Clear? When we click on this, automatically the size of the text will change. So if we are increasing the number, it will increase. If we are decreasing the size, it will be decreased. Let us see this as well. So if I come again to the software window, here suppose the names which are appearing here, let us select this. Now if we want to change the size of this, first I have selected the names, the data which I want to change, then go to the home tab, already it is selected, then these are the numbers which are appearing. So earlier it was 11, so if I want to increase that, you can see when I am clicking on this, moving the mouse cursor, automatically the size is increasing. Clear? So from 11, if I have selected 18, so you can see the name are appearing bigger. In a similar way, if we want to decrease this size of this data, so select that data first, then again click on this arrow button where the numbers are appearing. So this is the number, this is the size of the data. And if you want to decrease the size, now suppose I am selecting 10 or 9, so if I click on this, the name is appearing smaller. Clear? So this way we can change the font. So first we have changed the font name, that is the different fonts which is appearing. Then in the second, we have seen this is the font size. Clear? So this way we can change the font as well as the font size of the data which is written in this worksheet. Now coming to the book, next is bold, italic and underline data. Now if there is some data, if you want to make it bold, then if you want to make it italic format, or if you want to underline that data, this can be chosen from here. Let us see this, how we can do these things. So for changing the bold, italic and underline data, so let us read this first. You can bold, italicize or underline the text to emphasize data in your worksheet. So whatever the information or the data which is given here, we can change them. Now again, what we have to do, the first step is select the cells containing the data which you want to make bold, italic or underline. Clear? Then click on the home tab on the ribbon. Then we have three buttons here, which is bold, italic and underline. So whatever the option which we want to choose, this can be chosen. Clear? So here B is used for bold, so it will make the data bold. Then you can see this is little bit tilted, so this will make the data italic, and underline U, this is the symbol for underline. So whatever the option or whatever the button we will choose, the similar reflection will be made in the data which is written in this worksheet. Let us see this. So if we come to the Excel window once again, so suppose this is the data, the names are there. Let us apply this. So you can see in the home tab, here we have the, let me show you here, this B, I and U. I hope it is clear. So these are the options or the buttons which we are talking about for making the data bold, italic and underline. Let us now select the data once again. So here I am selecting this cells. Now if I am selecting bold, let us see what is going to change. If I click on this B, you can see it is changing, the appearance is right now bold. Now if I click on this italic, clear, you can see this is little bit in the format of italic format, which is a little bit tilted. Now next is underline. If all the data which is written there, if you want to make it underline, we can click on this. Clear? So you can see right now, you can also notice that whatever the options which we have enabled, it is appearing selected here. It means these options are enabled for the data which is written there. Clear? And again, if you want to remove these appearance, means if you want to remove the bold, remove the italic or underline, we have to follow the same steps. Select the cells from where we have applied this. Now click on underline. If it is already applied, then if we'll click again on it, it will be removed. So you can see the underline thing is removed from the data. You can see here. Clear? In a similar way, if you want to remove the italic option, click on the italic option, and again this data is appearing normally. This is not tilted right now. Clear? And similarly, if you want to remove the bold feature, click on this bold. Clear? So this is removed now. Now there are some shortcut keys of this options. Means if you want to remove the bold, italic or underline. Clear? So these the things, the buttons in place of selecting these buttons, if you want to use any shortcut key. So let us see the shortcut keys now. So what are the keyboard shortcuts for this? We can see the keyboard shortcut for making it bold. Select the data and press the Ctrl plus B button. Clear? So when we press the Ctrl plus B button, it will enable the bold feature. In a similar way, if after selecting the data, for using all of these shortcuts, first we need to select the data. Only then these features will be applied on that selected data. Now second option we have chosen is Ctrl plus I. So if we want to enable the italic feature, select the data and press Ctrl plus I button. So this will make the data italic. So this will the data will appear in the italic fashion. Now if you want to use the underline feature, then select the cells where the data is written, then press the Ctrl plus U button. So these are the different shortcut keys. I hope it is clear. Let us try this again. So here, erase these things. So suppose these were the cells where we are applying. So I am selecting this normally from the mouse, then press the Ctrl plus B. Right now I am not clicking on the options which is given at the home in the ribbon area. I am right now pressing the from the keyboard. So after selecting this, I have pressed Ctrl plus B. Clear? So when I press the Ctrl plus B, automatically this is appearing bold, and that feature will also be enabled. Again, if you want to underline, what is the shortcut? Ctrl plus U. So let me press the Ctrl plus U. Clear? So here you can see, by using these shortcuts also, the same options will be enabled, or the same buttons will be applied. Clear? So these are the shortcut buttons. I hope it is clear. And similarly, if you want to remove that, again press that same thing, it will be removed from there. Clear? So these are the bold, italic and underline feature, and the same appearance you can see here as well, that this is the normal text which is appearing. If we click on the bold feature, this appears little bit wider. All of the alphabets, the appearance becomes bold. Now next is italic. So what is the italic feature? When we click on this italic feature, the text which is written there, this appears little bit tilted. Clear? In a similar fashion, if we press the underline option, then pressing the underline option, this will add a underline below the text which you have written. Clear? So these are the options for bold, italic and underline fashion. I hope this is clear. Now moving to the next, that is changing the alignment of data. So let us first understand what is alignment, and then we will see how to use this. So you can align data in different ways to enhance the appearance of your worksheet. So whatever the data which is appearing in this worksheet, if you want to change to improve the appearance of that data in the worksheet, you can use the alignment option. So by default, Excel aligns text data to the left and numbers data to the right. So what is alignment? Basically, you can notice that whenever we enter the data in the cell if it is any name or any text we are writing, then this text is to the left of this cell area. Clear? And if this is a number, then this number is shifted and it is written towards the right side of this cell. Let us see this in the uh, Excel window as well. So here you can notice whatever right now I have changed the alignment, that is why it is appearing this way. Let me change the, let us come to a new worksheet. Here I am going to write something. Clear? So suppose I am writing the different names. So notice that I have written name, then suppose Aman is the first student, and then Rahul. Clear? Neha. Clear? Sumit. So what you can notice that whenever we are entering these names, this text is appearing to the left of this cell area. Now suppose we are entering some marks of these students. Let us write few numbers like 45 I have entered. So when I am entering this numbers, you can see the alignment of this is towards the right of this cell. Clear? You can see this, that whenever there is some name, it is appearing to the left of the cell. Can you notice? Towards the right this is blank, and when we are entering some numbers, these numbers are shifted towards the right side of this cell. Clear? And to the left of this it is blank. Clear? So this is called as alignment. Clear? So this is by default, means whenever we are entering the data, whenever we are writing some name or some numbers, so initially it will be entered this way only. Clear? So if we want to change that, if you want to make this appear in middle, if you want to make it appear to the left, so we will see now that how we can change the alignment of this. So by default this appears like this. Now come again to the original worksheet. So this was the original data which we were talking about. Now let us come again to the book. So if we want to change the alignment of this, so for the alignment we have left, center and right alignment. Clear? You can notice here these are the options which is appearing in this ribbon area, the alignment section. Clear? Now see how to change this alignment. So first step is again select the data where you have entered the values. Now after selecting the cells, click on the home tab in the ribbon, then click on one of the following buttons, means the left alignment, center alignment and right alignment. So whatever the option which we want to choose, where we want the alignments which we want to get appeared on our worksheet, that can be chosen. Clear? So when we click on any of these options or the button, the same appearance is going to be applied for the data. Clear? Let us see now. So if we come again to the worksheet, now let us select this numbers. So right now you can see when we go to the alignment area, you can see right now it is the middle alignment, that is the center. Now if I click on this left, then this text will move to the left of all the cells. You can see right now that this data is appearing to the left of these cells. Clear? Let us zoom in little bit more so that you can notice it in a better way. Clear? Now if we want to make it appear in the center, if I click on this center alignment, let us click. Clear? You can see now that this numbers which are written here, they are appearing in middle of this cells. Now if we want to choose the right alignment, then we can choose the third one. So if I click on this right alignment button, you can see the text is appearing to the right of this cells. Clear? So this is how we can change the alignment. So the three alignment are left, center and right alignment. You can notice here by clicking, the first one is the left alignment, the second one is center alignment. When we bring the mouse cursor, that also prompts you. When we bring to the third one, it is the align text right. So these are the three alignment options which we can choose. Okay, coming to the textbook again. So here this was changing alignment. Okay, now come to this update your knowledge. So what is alignment? Alignment refers to the position in which data is placed within the boundary of the cell. Clear? So with respect to the boundary of that cell, whatever is the you can say whatever is the position of the data which is inside that inside that cell, that denotes the alignment. Clear? Now next one is centering data across columns. So suppose there is some table which you have written, and if you want to write some text for across this different columns. Clear? So this is something called as centering the data. So suppose there is a header like sales of computer part. So what you like, we will like that this heading should appear in between this whole, for all of these rows where the data is written. So this heading should appear in middle of all these columns. Clear? So this is our requirement. So this is how this will look better as well. So this is called as centering data across column. Let us see now. So you can center data across several columns in your worksheet. This is useful for centering titles over your data. You can use the merge and center command to quickly create a merge cell to hold the title text. Clear? So these centering options are required to add the heading for the data which you have written, for adding a title of that table, or like these features. So let us see the options, steps for doing this. So first is select the cells you want to center the data across. So first we need to select the cells where this title is required to be centered. Then the first cell you should the first cell you select should contain the data you want to center. Clear? So whatever the data which we want to make it center, that should be written in the first cell. Clear? Then click on the home tab. Then when you click on the home tab, here we have the merge and center button. Clear? In the alignment area we have the merge and center option. So when you click on that, this Excel merge the cells, and the data which is there, it will be centered for all of those columns. Is it clear? Now let us see this practically. So suppose this is the data, this is the table. Now let us delete this. So suppose we want to enter a heading that sales of computer parts. So let us first write any data, sales of sales of computer part. So here you can see that right now this data, this is appearing only in the first cell. Now what is required? It is required that this data should appear centered for all of the columns where this table is created. Now what we have to do? We have to select the cells where we want to get it centered. So I have selected from column A to F. Clear? So these cells are selected. Now go to the home tab, and here we have the merge and center option. Clear? You can notice in the alignment area the merge and center option. Now click on this merge and center. Clear? Now you can see the text which was written there. So this is centered for across all these columns. Clear? Let us click outside. So you can notice this sales of computer part, this is appearing in middle of all this data. Clear? So this is the use of merge and center feature. This way we can center or make the data centered across the columns, and this way also we can add the title for any of the table or any of the data which is inserted in these worksheet. Clear? Now today we have seen the different formatting things. For example, how to change the font, how to change the size of the font, how to make the data appear to left, center and right, that is the alignment. Clear? Then just we have seen how to center the data across the column using the merge and center command. Now in the coming class we will continue further about various other formatting things like changing the color of the cell, changing the color of the data. Clear? How to add border. So these all are the coming topics. So before that, practice whatever we have discussed. Clear? So you can use the Excel software if you have the PC, as well as you can practice online also in few of the websites these are provided. So if you have the mobile phone also, you can practice these options there in the mobile phones as well. So let us meet in the next class. Till then, practice these things, and whatever the confusions you have, you can discuss in the online session. Thank you.